Hello, I'm Dr. Eleni Meletiadou. I'm an associate professor of equity, diversity, and inclusion at London Metropolitan University, and I'm delighted that I will be presenting again one of my projects at the Learning and Teaching Conference that London Met is organizing every year. So today I'm going to be talking about a new project in terms of which Microsoft Flipgrid app was used to enhance the academic and socio-emotional development of diversity and cohorts, because we know that diversity is a synonym to London Met now. And we are trying to support the emotional development of diverse student cohorts through the creation of reflective video diaries. So, let me offer some background. In the post-COVID-19 era, lecturers can choose among thousands of educational digital applications to enhance learning conversation, students' active involvement, and interaction, offering support after the COVID-19 pandemic, which left several students traumatized as they often struggled with social anxiety. So students often lack the appropriate social, that is, interpersonal and intrapersonal, as well as emotional skills to efficiently use and put into practice their academic knowledge. So Flipgrid is viewed as a valuable tool that can foster cooperative learning and student deeper engagement in meaningful self-reflection and effective peer mentoring coaching. Flipgrid allows students to share their own videos on a discussion grid, watch their peers' videos, and receive feedback from their lecturer or an academic mentor, supporting the creation of a close relationship among peers and, of course, students and lecturers. Research indicates that Flipgrid facilitates the development of students' presentation skills, allowing particularly international students to develop their fluency while focusing on various topics and eventually prolong their speaking time. It further relieves their anxiety and allows students to experiment and develop their social skills and emotional challenges. So let me talk about this study. So this study involved 40 human resource management students, and the students had to do research on a chosen topic and start preparing their video presentation for their final assignment. So we did have 20 students acting as a control and 20 students acting as an experimental group. The control group did not use the reflective video diaries, whether the experimental group did. So students in the experimental group were invited to create and post a video every week discussing in a creative and imaginative way, for example, what went well in terms of their studies, and discussing the preparation of their final assignment and what challenged them. And also mention what kind of support they want. So students' peers were encouraged to respond to these short reflective videos, as did the lecturer, and this also informed the lecturer's following session. So students were asked to prepare videos that were, for example, 2 minutes long if they wanted to talk or about their progress and any challenges they were facing, and 5 minutes long if they wanted to get some feedback on parts of their proper assignment. So let's have a look at the implementation design. For example, first of all, as you can see, there was some kind of a pre-test in week one. Then students who were included in the experimental group received training in Flipgrid and the significance of reflection. Then we discussed the basic rules regarding how they would create these videos. And then, of course, we moved on with the proper teaching, okay? Instruction of various leadership theories, because this module was on leadership. Then students had to submit a reflective video every week, as we said, and then they would receive feedback and improve their work. Basically, reflective video diaries were used to increase interaction amongst students and also the kind of support that students received. And at the end, students had to submit an individual video presentation, and the four students in the experimental groups received support from their peers and lecturers through these reflective video submissions. So let's have a look at the research questions and aim of the study. So the study aimed to explore the impact of using RVDs via this Microsoft Flipgrid app, which is very easy to use, on their academic performance, and to explore that we compared students' pre-test and also their final assignments, which were marked as post-tests, and the impact of using RVDs via the Microsoft Flipgrid app with diverse student cohorts on their socio-emotional development. So the aim was to help students with diverse academic needs develop various academic, socio-emotional, professional, and reflective skills and support them and support each other when they struggle in terms of a different aspect of their assignment. For example, because they are neurodiverse or dyslexic. So let's have a look at the research methods. As you can see, we use both quantitative and qualitative data and various forms of collecting data, observations, surveys, and so on. So let's have a look at the preliminary findings. So the present study indicated that undergraduate students in the experimental groups had a positive disposition towards the Flipgrid, the reflective video diaries, as they provided a safe space for them to socialize, interact, and support each other. They were able to share their concerns, track their progress, as well as the development of their presentation skills, and feel they had progressed significantly towards reaching the final goal. That is, improving their academic performance and developing vital professional skills. So students indicated that this was a very useful tool as they could work independently, practicing their presentation skills, but also bond with their peers as they could ask for support, for example, in terms of content and resolve any problems they had while studying new concepts or trying to prepare the best video presentation. But there were challenges. For example, students confessed that the videos were initially challenging for students with underdeveloped digital literacy. So they asked for more training and more support, especially for mature students. And some of them also had caring responsibilities. So contributing to RVDs on a weekly basis was quite time consuming for them. Of course, you understand that we used only a small sample. This was a specific context, so we cannot generalize the findings. But more future studies can come and use a more experimental design and test the kind of findings we had. So the implications of the study I conducted, students require, what the study has shown is that students required continuous support, either from their peers or their lecturer, at least for a couple of weeks, and not a brief training session at the beginning only. Lecturers also who wish to use this learning tool need to take our findings into consideration and make all necessary arrangements to support students disadvantaged students. Also, they should allow some flexibility for students with caring responsibilities. So maybe instead of contributing to these RVDs every week, maybe they could do it every 2 or 3 weeks so that this could be more feasible, and this would also allow learners to experiment and improve the public speaking skills even more. To sum up, the present study, corroborating, of course, previous research, states that RVDs may be used to enhance undergraduate students' learning experience by having a beneficial impact on students' academic outcomes in terms of their presentation skills and socio-emotional well-being, which increases their engagement and interaction. It also revealed that this new approach can cater for the needs of diverse students, allowing them to ask and receive support from their lecturer and peers outside the classroom when they most need it. So I would like, these are the references, some of the references I used for this study, which will soon be published as I have submitted it for publication. So I would like to thank you for your attention, and please let me know if you have any questions. I'll be happy to answer any queries that you might have. Please contact me. Thank you so much.